Hello, welcome to my channel. Well, I've got a collective haul to share with you. We just got home last night from seeing both of our daughters and our grandkids. We went down to stay with 5 of our grandkids while their parents went for their dad's graduation. He graduated with his master's and got to walk and get his degree. So they spent the night, because they had to drive almost 2 hours to the university that he graduated from. So they got to do that, and we stayed with the kids. I think I need to back you out a little bit, because I don't think, oops, wrong way. No matter if I need to back you out or push you in, I go the wrong way, whichever way it is. And so did some shopping while I was down there. We went to, let's see, I've got an antique mall, a thrift store, Dollar Tree, and I think I've got a little bit from Dollar Tree and some cute stuff from Dollar General that I found, and I don't know, and this was waiting in the mail when I got home, so I thought I'd show you that. I kind of looked at it a little bit, so it's not as pretty as it is when she puts it in there, but this is from Wildflower Way, and she did the envelope so pretty this month. It's really pretty. I'm going to try to cut this stuff out and use it. But this is for my Bible journaling. It all comes wrapped up in this little piece of paper. It's real pretty. And then it's in here. But she said, this month we get an extra that we haven't been getting. And I think it's every month there's always a little letter. And then we have study questions that we can study. And this one is a little mini devotional. Isn't it pretty? I always put these in my Bible for the month. And then this is a new. We get a sticker sheet now every month. And they're so pretty. I love them. So I'll do a Bible journal with that. And she hand draws these. This one might be painted. She might have painted these. And then she makes us a postcard that we can send or use in our Bible. And then we have every day of the month we have a Bible verse to read. And then at the end it's got a question. Like, underline green pastures and still waters and consider why both are necessary. So there's something like that for every day. Just in case you're interested in getting some snail mail each month. And this is was $7.77, but I kind of think it went up to $8.77. I'm not sure. But you find her on TikTok is where I found her. So you could go. That's Wildflower Way. Alright, so now we'll get into what I found. Oh, went to the library with the girls, and they always have some free magazines, and I found these two. So I don't know if I'll find anything in them to cut out, but that's kind of cool. I picked these two up. They had a lot of magazines, but these were the only ones that I really wanted. So I got those two. I think actually that I've got this one there before because I have her cut out. Or maybe I've got it somewhere else, but I have her in my fussy cuts. So I got those. Alright, and then, at Dollar Tree, I got these. You know I love these little fingernail things. $1.25, you get to use the things in them, and then you have a little organizer. How can you beat that? And this one, this one's good. Look. You've got, I don't know what is making all that racket outside my window, but you've got these little pink bows. There's another one in there, so you get 4 of those. I hope you can see those. They're kind of hard to see. Let me... Looks like I got paint on the back of this one. Maybe... Aren't they cute? I have another one, I think, that's got blue bows in it. Well, speaking of blue bows, that might be... Yes, we get blue bows. My other one that has blue bows, you only get blue bows. You don't get 2 sets of bows. And then we have... I don't know. just oddball shapes. It's just, I don't know, just shapes. That one's the moon. We have a moon in there. And diamond. And a star. Just different shapes. That looks like a teardrop. It does have different shapes. That one's a teddy bear, I think. I couldn't tell when I was looking, but I thought, okay. And these are darker. And they're the same thing. There's a moon and teddy bear and all that, but they're darker. That's the same thing, but lighter. This one is purplish. And they're just little round, flat back. This one's a little round, flat back, kind of pinkish diamond. Those are really pretty. Those are really pretty. They're real sparkly. I don't think... Oh, there they are. They're flat back. They're really shiny. They almost look like... What are they? Aurora Borealis or whatever. The ones they used to use in jewelry a lot back... I don't know. I have a lot of my grandma's brooches that have those. What is all over my hand? Where did all that come from? I don't know where all that came from on my hand. I don't know what I've been into in here that I got on my hand. This one's just like white. That is yellow bows. They look a little bit different than the other bows though. A little bit shaped different, but they're pretty. And these are all dark. Those are kind of teardrop. Those are rectangle, and these are round. So that's what you get in that one from Dollar Tree, if you're interested. And then I also got these. This is my second box. I didn't show you when I got the first box. I don't know where I've stashed them. But they are little Uno Go, and I think these will be fun for altering. Oh, they're together. That's why I couldn't just get one out. But they are 2.5 by 1 3/4. So that will be fun for altering. And if you're wanting them to play, they do come with the directions. Get that off there. That's driving me crazy. So that was all from Dollar Tree. That's all I got at Dollar Tree. At the thrift store, I got me 3 sets of bicycle. I don't know what I paid for them. They say 6 for $1. Did I set the receipt? I kind of thought I set the receipt up there. I did. I don't know. I don't know what I paid. That was 4, that was 2. I paid $1. I guess they gave them to me for $1. Because I just saw the 50 cents, but then on the other side they were 6 for $1. Okay, and then look what I found. Yay, because my other ones are full. I have 2 others and they are full. I really want one of the flat ones. But, you know, I'm not going to pass up finding one of these for $2. My daughter was laughing at me because I saw it and I Like, I didn't run to it, but I walked very quickly to it because there was a man over there looking at the stuff and he was walking that way. Like, I mean, he didn't see it, but I could tell he was like, we were walking around the store this way and he was walking that way, and I thought, oh, I better get over there and grab that. I doubt he would have grabbed it, but you know how when you eyeball something that you've been looking for, you're like, I'm getting that. I saw some of them had writing and now I'm not seeing them again. But anyway, yeah, I was glad to find that. $2. Now if I could just find the flat one that, you know, you could put the real tall ones in, because these you're limited to. You can go a little bit bigger, but not a lot. I can't use my dies. And then I found this, and I think I've found this before. I'm pretty sure I have, but this is so cute. It's a recipe book. I love Holly Hobby. It's American Greetings. And I think I found this not too long ago. But, you know, it doesn't have to be a recipe book. If you don't want it to be, you can take this out, these dividers out, and just make it a little notebook, you know? I love Holly Hobby, and I don't know how much that was. And I also found this. And that's cool. They had a bunch of these, but I only bought one. There's 100 sheets in here. And yes, I could have bought more, but I can just go back when I go back down there if I want more, because they had bunches and bunches of these. So I doubt they're, you know, like flying out the door. And where'd that other book go? Oh, here it is. I got this. The Best of Remnants, and I like these. So these are great. If you ever see these, they have pictures, lots of old pictures, and they are great. And I don't know, a lot of times they are themed. I don't know if this one has a theme or not. And the pictures in these are not as shiny as the pictures in the magazines, so that's good. But if you like old pictures and you're like me, you just can't find them in your area. I can't. And if I do, like we found some at the antique store. There was, there was one booth that was, I stayed in that booth for at least 20 minutes. And she had little packages made up of different things for junk journalers. There was one package that had like some lace in it and some buttons, just, you know, little loose buttons and snaps and just little stuff. And there was one photo in there, and that was $6. So, you know, you just can't find photos like me. I don't ever walk into a store and find a basket of loose everyday photos. They're always professional photos if I find them, and they're $3 to $10. So a book like this is great for me because I can get photos out of them. And so, you know, if I can pay 50 cents for a book like this, this is gold for me. So, oh, no, I paid $1.99. Okay, so then, in the antique store I bought one thing, and this was out of that booth, and it was $6. And I love this. I love this. And yes, we went through it as soon as we got in the car. This was the only thing I bought. I wanted to, there was another booth, and she had so much there I wanted. But they couldn't get a hold of her, and she didn't have it marked. They were copies, and they were the size of a photo. They were 4x6, and some of them were like mug shots. There was like 3x4 photos, so there would have been, what, 12 photos on each one, and they were mug shots. Or they were school photos, or there was bunches of them, just all kinds of different ones. And then she had copies of professional photos and just copies. She had all kinds of photos that she had copies of, and I don't know, she had all kinds of photos that she made copies of, and they looked like they were like postcards, but she had no prices on them. None. And they couldn't get a hold of her, so I couldn't buy them. They couldn't sell them to me, and I couldn't stay there any longer because it was time for us to come home. That was our last stop of the day. This was yesterday, and it was time for us to head home. So I would have bought a whole bunch in her booth, a bunch of stuff, but she had nothing marked, so I couldn't buy. So anyway, this is from May 22nd, 1890. So I'm going to put all this on my scanner and scan it all, because it's all within date that I can scan it. And this is from a horseshoer. Erie and West Diamond Streets, May 22nd. But what my daughter noticed is this receipt. You know, we often, if you do any of the prompts, often there's a receipt prompt, right? And I was so thrilled. But then my daughter noticed that this is from this. This matches up perfect. So I will lay this together and scan this together, but then I will also scan this separate. Maybe. I don't know. I may not, because I can just cut this off when I print it out and use this as a receipt too. But that's from 1890. And look at this, guys. Look how neatly they wrote. They wrote so neatly. And then here is a bank, or a check. I love all the holes in there. And then this is from it says 30, but they crossed it out, put 48. It's for Johnson City, Tennessee. My aunt lived in Johnson City, Tennessee for years and years. This is from the Bank for Everybody. I gotta get a drink real quick. I got me a new cup while I was down there. I needed one. My Owala gave out. This is a BrewMate. It's so pretty. I love it. It's got a stainless steel straw in it. I love it. This is from Morris Hill College, 1914. Grade 92. Oh, summer term, 1914. This just has, I don't know. I don't know what it says. That's all that's there. And this one I think is so pretty. It's got hotel and pension. I don't know. It's from another country. Maybe someone will be able to tell me. I don't know. The writing on it is so pretty. I don't know. But I think it's beautiful. I don't know if there's a date. I just love the writing. They really took their time and wrote so pretty. Isn't this just beautiful? I will scan this too and not use the originals. I have a folder that I put all my original old documents in. Another check from the same People's Bank. This one's 1948 also. $135.32. That would have been a little bit of a money back then, wouldn't it? Another one from 1948. I don't know. Yeah, these are all the same person. E.L. Moore, I think. Or E.C. Moore. R.L. Moore. I'm not sure. This one is very, very... It's a Railway Express Agency. I don't think there's anything up there. It's from 1946. Johnson City, Tennessee. Oh, it's E.C. Moore. I'll try to scan this part of it. I don't think this part's gonna do any good for anything, honestly. It's just, I think, too far gone. I don't know, I'll mess with it when I'm ready to scan it. But I thought that was a really cool package, and it was $6, so I didn't think that was real bad to have some neat, you know, documents to add to my collection of old stuff. And now our last bag. We went to Dollar General and I found some cool stuff. Not a bunch of stuff, but just some neat stuff. They're, oh, first, this. I love the Dolly Parton stuff. So I got this, and we got some Dolly Parton salt pepper shakers. We had got some last time she had some out. They have lids on them. They're glass jars, and they have lids on them. And I don't know what my husband was thinking, but he put them in the dishwasher. And the lids are metal, and they rusted, of course. Duh. So they're out again, and they're real pretty. They have wildflowers on them this time. Last time they had butterflies on them. We need lids on our salt and pepper shakers because I don't know why, but my cat likes the salt shakers. She loves them. So they had those, so I got those. And they didn't need to go in the dishwasher anyway. I mean, there was nothing wrong with them. There's my mom's Mother's Day card. Yep, today's Mother's Day, and we've already been together, and I didn't have her card. We went out to eat. Anyway, they had their notebooks, buy one, get one free. So I picked up this package. There was these. I couldn't see the middle one, but I like these. A lot of times I will do collage in these types. So they've got yellow. I thought these were really pretty. I just like these notebooks. I have a lot of these, but I don't care. I like them. They're all yellow lined. And these were 4. And then I saw this one, and I really liked this one. You'll be seeing me use this one a lot. This one was 5. So I bought this one and got this one free. And then my daughter saw this set, except for they're not exactly the same. She didn't have this one. She had a real pretty floral one. And when I got into mine, I had this one. But she only wanted one, so she bought one and got this one free and gave me these. Because I just love these little things. And they're graph. I don't know if she was happy that she got graph paper or not, but I am. And I got this, which, let me just take one of these off and scribble on this. Oh, if I can get a hold of one. This is a fountain pen. I have a purple one that I got last time. They write really good. I like them. So I got me a blue one. Here's the purple one. They are zebra. Here's the purple one. They write good. I like them. So I got a blue one. I think last time we were there they had green one, but they didn't have green this time. They were out of that. And then I got these. Let me take them out of here so you can see them. I thought these would be good for making Twinchies. These were all $1 each. And yeah, they're the same on both sides. So, but it's kind of weird. Like, look what they've done. This one isn't like this, but this one is. Look, they cut them wrong. This. These are cut, see, like this one. There's the rest of it. It's over here, hanging out over here. Same with that one and that one. That one is over here. What on earth? I didn't notice that when I was buying them. I wonder if every package was like that or if I just got the dud.
Oh well. If I get down to needing these, I will just put them on the edge. I'll find a way. That's crazy. At least this side isn't like that. But they were very close. Very close to being like that. So I got that set. And then I love these. Because, you know, I love my kitty cat. He was down there eating my plastic bag right now. And these have this side. I like that they have all the little extras, so that will be fun making Twinchies. The same with these. They have all the little flowers and stuff. So I got those. You can beat them for $1. And then these I love. And I'm going to find I have itty bitty Google Eyes. I just got to figure out where I stored them. Got itty bitty Google Eyes, and I'm going to put them on there. Aren't they cute? And there's even some strawberries, some stars, and some hearts. They are so cute. At least these are cut right, because they're my favorite. I love those. So that is my haul. And I am back home, and I'm going to get this one up right away. And I've got a bunch of videos loaded. I've got to get the thumbnails ready, or I might not even worry about making thumbnails. I can get them up faster if I don't. And I'm going to start getting my videos loaded and try to get videos up every day and get my YouTube back up to par. And get going again. Yeah. So, hopefully, I will get that done. I had a really good time seeing my grandkids. I have missed them so much. You don't know how bad I wish I could move down there. Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could, but I can't. So, that's that. Can't do what you can't do, can you? So, anyway, that's that. You have a blessed day. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.